Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Plunderlings Plunderstrong Cursed Naufrag figure from Lone Coconut. The Plunderlings are obviously fun as hell, so the question is, does Lone Coconut keep the fun going with this new form factor? Well, let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks fantastic, and dare I say it looks even better than the prototype slash promo pictures did. And part of that is due to just these colors, and I don't even know how well this is going to come across on screen, but the reds and the teal here at the aqua here at the beard, just like way brighter than I was expecting it to be. Like, this is almost neon colors. And that's absolutely just wonderful. I could not be happier about that. Not only that, but very nice bright whites. We get a little like gray here at the cuff. Then we got nice clean details here with the belt buckle with a little bit of gold, some kind of texture going on here, part of the water there. I did have to heat this figure up to get it moving in a couple of areas. And then we get these kind of two pieces of bone or something like that here on the back. Just very nice punched in and clean details all around. Then that sculpt, I mean, very much in keeping with the Plunderlings with that kind of cartoonish look, and just very nice and simple, but highly effective. Obviously, you know, the face sculpt is very similar to what we've seen with Plunderlings, with the big ears and the, you know, kind of cartoonish face. Obviously not adorable here. We're looking more angry, a little bit more kind of goblin slash just oafish, orcish rather. And yeah, not only that, but we get these claws, big nice cartoony claws, and just, yeah, very, very nice overall. It's a really cool looking figure that definitely kind of drives home the name Plunderstrong. So yeah, great looking figure. We get a really nice group of accessories here, so let's jump right in. And starting with hands, right out of the box, the reason I wanted this figure is we get little crustacean style claws here for the first set of hands. These are definitely the hands I'm keeping on the figure. And yeah, just really awesome kind of hollow plastic and, you know, claws. Then we get a pair of more standard gripping hands with a vertical hinge. Very nicely painted nails as well. Then we get a pair of splayed out hands, and that will do it for the hands. So excellently done there. Oh, then we get a pair of tiny fists, and these are for the little hatchlings that I missed out on. And I'm kind of sad I did, because that's a brilliant idea where you have these little slug style figures that have holes for the hands and the heads, and that's how you can store your extra accessories there. That's brilliant. So if you got the hatchlings, like, good on you, because that's just an awesome idea, and I kind of wish I had gotten down on that before I realized it. And then we get a set of heads. So right out of the box, we kind of get our more kind of standard stoic, just kind of standard head. Then we get a slightly more angry head with the gritted teeth. Beautiful sculpt here going on. And then finally we get a yelling head. Also looks amazing, especially the details in the mouth there. Just really comes to life with that head sculpt. Then we move on to apparel, and first thing we get is this kind of snail shell helmet with the kind of green purple visors, and it looks amazing. Looks amazing on the figure as well. You can see the magnet, because they do magnets for all the head accessories, and just beautifully done. And yeah, love it. And then finally we get the jacket, and this just drapes over the shoulders, and you can see it's bright white just like the pants, and we get some nice kind of yellowish gold going down the front. We get the little clasps going on here, and then I really like the details here on the shoulders, where we get the nice bright silver, and then we get that kind of cool iguana design going on there as well. So very, very nice. The back just kind of go patch there. So really cool, and that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance for Naufrag are absolutely on point, and as you can see, we can hold a freestanding kick, no issue. And that's despite some issues that we're actually going to get into, but those nice wide feet definitely help here. So as you can see, just despite the weight of the figure, it's actually kind of light just with the materials, but yeah, just still beautiful freestanding kicks. And getting into the finer points here, we do have a ball hinge here at the head, so we can look like insane amounts of up, like more up than any figure I can think of in recent memory. That's absolutely insane. We can't really bury the chin thanks to that beard sculpt, but that is okay. We do get some tilt as well, which is very, very nice. Then we come to the shoulders, and we do have some butterflies that actually go forward. I usually only see them only backwards, but we do get a little bit of forward and then back to neutral. So that's pretty cool. Got our shoulders, hinge and swivel. Coming into our perfect T, we do get a bicep swivel. We get single jointed elbows, which bring us to 90. Then we get some hinge and swivel here at the wrists. The claws are actually vertical, and then we get horizontal on everything else. We also get our kind of opening claws here, absolutely beautiful. Then we get to the diaphragm, and we do have a hinge here to give us some kind of insane back. Trying to figure out how to show this. So we get all the way back that way, come forward, can pretty much crunch completely in half. So amazing there. No rotation there though. We do get rotation here at the waist, so we can go pretty much full 360 there. For our hips, and this is where the issues technically come in. These hips are definitely kind of loose, so we get full complete splits, absolutely beautiful. But as you can see, we kind of, we shake it a little bit and they just move. And there's actually a video that came up that I saw from Bill Mahoney, aka Bill Morrow, here on YouTube, and I'll probably link that in the description below, on how to fix the legs if you want to kind of close that up. I'll probably just use some Kiki joint fix for now, but definitely his method looks like it'll definitely be a little more of a permanent thing. So I'll just for your information, I'll put that there. And the legs, speaking of which, pretty much full 90 forward. We get some really nice back there as well. Then we get some thigh swivel, and then we get double jointed knees. And these are very, very heavily detensed, to the point where I find it harder to move the lower part of the leg. And as you can see, I can't even get that to move here. Yeah, it's just not going. Let's try the right leg. And there we go. So we can get pretty much completely in half, but yeah, it's gotta take some work. So I think that's kind of an interesting piece of the engineering going on here. Then we get to the feet, and we do get some pretty nice point. We get some absolutely insane forward, and then some very generous rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with a few Plunderlings, with some Hasbro and some Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters, finally with an articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Plunderstrong Cursed Naufrag figure from Lone Coconut is that this is definitely an incredibly fun figure. And while this doesn't feel as dialed in as the Plunderlings do, there's definitely a lot of fun to be had here. And despite some of the loose joints, it still holds poses exceptionally well. So, I credit where credit's due. Just Lone Coconut absolutely knows what they're doing here. And any issues I might have with this figure are either easy fixes or pretty much kind of a non-issue. So absolutely recommend this figure. Certainly if you are having fun with Plunderlings and we're kind of curious about these new additions to the line, definitely recommend at the very least checking it out, if not just straight up picking one up and having fun with it. So these are available from various online sources, so I'll have a link or two in the description for you to check out if you are so inclined. So check those out in the description below. And all that being said, I hope to see you back here, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of those, if all of those, if some of those just call to you or are your thing as well, then come on back and let's talk some more toys. But ultimately, I just hope you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.